I'm not a lawyer, but watch this.
To a new development tonight in the arrest of Memphis rapper Pooh Shiesty. He and 8 others are charged with kidnapping rapper Gucci Mane. Shiesty's father, Lontrell Williams Sr., and another Memphis rapper known as Big 30 appeared in federal court today. Action News 5's Caitlin Miller was in the courtroom in downtown Memphis. So Caitlin, fill us in. What happened today?
Yeah, Joyce, so they're actually still in there, but what I can tell you is that a special agent from the FBI, Marcellus Hobbs, from the Dallas Violent Crimes Task Force, took the stand, and defense attorneys for Lontrell Williams Sr., Pooh Shiesty's father, and Rodney Wright Jr., also known as rapper Big 30, asked Hobbs a key question. Is there any hard evidence, like video surveillance, showing either man possessing a gun or threatening anyone? And Hobbs said no. He also testified that no concrete evidence was found in Wright's car or Williams' homes when they were arrested. But even so, the judge ruled there is still probable cause for both men and all defendants who appear today based on cell phone data, outside surveillance video, and victim statements that stand uncontested. Right now, we're still waiting for the detention decision, so we're watching to see whether they'll be held or released as we move forward.
Now, the thing is, we don't know what kind of evidence the FBI actually has or not. They can say that just to make sure that they throw the defense off. Imagine them going into the courtroom and saying, oh, no, yeah, we have this, that, and the third. But you still have witnesses. You still have statements. You still have an ankle monitor that places Pooh Shiesty there. In terms of the violent acts and all this, that, and the third, they might say that, but they're not going to press the issue if they don't got nothing. And just like the lawyer that I posted yesterday, they definitely don't take contract stuff lightly. This is a contract dispute that turned into all the other stuff. So they're going to do their best to fry Pooh Shiesty. It's going to be Shiesty McNuggets. They're going to have jerk Shiesty, roasted Shiesty, because this man watched Straight Outta Compton and thought, or maybe he watched Suge Knight's documentary and niggas is getting dangled off of balconies and he thought that he could gangster his way out of a situation. So this man wants to be Shiesty Knight. Well, now you about to be locked up with him.
Again, this was a hearing for a judge to determine bond and to determine if there's enough probable cause for the case to move forward. And so in this case, a federal agent took the stand to testify about some of the evidence they have against the defendants, and apparently some of the evidence they don't have. So while it's clear the agents have evidence that places the defendants at or near the location of the incident, they don't have any hard evidence for more than that. And before you ask about a video of Gucci signing the release paperwork, the criminal complaint specifically says, quote, Wright pulled out a cell phone and purported to record RD signing the paperwork while being forced to say that he, quote, released Williams Jr. from the contract. And the little 2 at the end is a footnote. And the footnote says, quote, according to BP's statement to law enforcement, he witnessed Wright pointing a cell phone at RD inside the recording room, but assumed at the time that Wright was taking pictures for social media. So the language here seems to be what's key, and that it says Big 30 purported to record. Purported, meaning appeared or seemed to be recording. Now the streets are saying there is video of Gucci signing the paperwork, but at this time, the feds are saying they don't have it. So this really could come down to testimony from the victims. But I'm not a lawyer. And clearly, the real lawyers are already doing what lawyers do. So we'll see what happens. Oh, and the judge confirmed there is probable cause, so the case is moving forward.
I don't do this no, man. Come on, man. I don't want to drive this shit, man. I don't be wanting to drive. I don't be wanting to do this shit, man. I'm a low-key nigga, man. I'm a motherfucking nigga. I'm more of a Slim from Cash Money than a Birdman type nigga, though. But, you know, I get on my Birdman shit, though. Yeah, fuck you, tell me. Cuz, why did man out here pissing on people? Shit, man, all these, man, what's wrong with him? Get him. Cuz, you ain't no king, hey, cuz, you ain't on meal break, cuz, you ain't on kill that. He protected them, he kept them humble, he kept them 100. And kept away from around some suckers and pluckers. I prayed for them, man. My young nigga looks so good, man. My whole family here. Do you know how good I feel? It's hard to get people together. It's hard to get people together and be quiet. But if you fucking play with me, they already know my own 100. Don't listen to these people, man. My own 100, man. I'm 200.
That's what I be talking about. Lying and deceit going against me. I'm too 100 on a whole nother level though. Now I switch that shit up. I'll be 0.
Now this explains so much. Respectfully, you got a mother that's proud to raise a slime. And now he gets to be in prison doing all types of slimy shit. You got a father that committed the crime with you. And this is what created this energy, this environment. That boy was doomed from the start.
But what exactly did he do?
Gucci made, his mother says that Gucci made $24 million while he was in prison. Didn't give him one brown penny while he was in prison. When he came home, he didn't get nothing. So they called a business meeting for him to fly to Dallas. He came to Dallas with his white boy cameraman, his off-duty police officer, security guard, and Pooh Shiesty, his daddy, and about 7 other niggas kidnapped him, robbed him, kicked him in the ass.
But why'd they do that to Gucci? Why'd they do it?
They were mad because they feel like he made all that money and didn't give him none. And he showed up and said he couldn't pay them because they were broke. So they forced him at gunpoint to sign to release him from a contract.
So how did this all come out? How did Pooh Shiesty? How they end up finding out?
Because the feds had him on a leg monitor, so they followed him and watched him do it, just like they watched the mob people commit crimes.
Wait.
So all this talk of Gucci Mane snitching and this, that, and the third, but in reality, with the ankle monitor situation, they already knew what time it was. Maybe not exactly everything that happened in there, but just like they said earlier, that they pulled out phones and recorded the shit them damn selves. Now let me ask you a question. When rappers, NWA, 50 Cent, Jay-Z, Ice-T, Snoop, Face, when all the rappers would make music talking about what's going on in their hood, is that snitching? Or is that just them telling the realities of what's going on around them? So if Pooh Shiesty gets caught, locked up, this, that, and third, and then Gucci turns around and makes a song about the situation and doesn't say anything in that song that we didn't already know, was he snitching on the song? And I know that they said, the FBI said that he did give a statement. What was in the statement? What was the statement? Was there anything in the statement that Gucci Mane specifically said that without him saying that, Pooh Shiesty would have not been incarcerated? We keep changing. We throw words around so easily these days, like narcissistic and entrepreneur. And snitch. Snitching is just because you said something, now you were snitching, we're going to put this snitch tag on you. Not what it normally was with you in the streets doing some shit and somebody else is in the streets with you. Then y'all both get jammed up and you telling that nigga to reduce your time.
If Gucci Mane would have took matters to his own hand and let's say had Pooh Shiesty and them taken away from their world, everybody would be calling Gucci Mane so stupid for right now. Whatever happened is Pooh Shiesty and them fault. Start with the problem. Anything else is irrelevant.
Well, in my opinion, if somebody would have did that to me, I would have sent them to God. I would have sent them straight to God. I would have waited and waited until I got the right moment. I sent them to God. I want to never did. You know, that's just my way of doing things. That's what I would have did.
Yes.
And what exactly would the right moment be? If somebody did that to you with an ankle monitor on and got their ass locked up, what would have been the right moment? 30 days from now? 30 years from now when they probably get out? What, you gonna get them hit on the inside? If you can do it and pull it off, you a bad motherfucker. I give you that. But that shit's still hot as a firecracker. Especially when the feds already involved. I love these superhero stories, man. People love telling you what they would do in a situation that, even if they've been in that situation, it sounds so cool, it sounds so tough, don't it? It sounds so tough. So, super crip ass niggas.
Pay attention to what you're doing now.
So I just told them what I would have did if that would have been done to me.
I didn't hear what you would have did.
I would have waited. And I would have sent them to God.
Bro, I don't know you with it, bro.
Who?
I know you with it, bro.
I'm not going to let nobody take that from me. I thought they say he took a wedding ring.
What's more important to you in this life?
My peace of mind.
I'm changing it because I already know. What we doing the weekend, y'all? 4 day.
What you would have did? You would have did that?
If you gotta think about it, Gucci Man don't lose in the situation.
What you mean?
What does he lose?
Bro, they've been trolling Gucci Man.
So?
I'm the only person to took off on him.
Gucci worth millions. Most of the people that's on here talking shit about Gucci ain't even got a banking account.
But I can say, now I'm gonna tell you this, Wood. I'm gonna be honest with you. And I'm gonna be honest with the whole entire world when I say this. Let's just go back to betrayal, Woody. When you was in jail, when I was in jail, and girls left us in jail, right? And then let's just talk about the times where they be like, hey, you know your girl, fuck with Buddy. And I be like, hey, you fuck with that lame man nigga. He want to be me. He want to be like me. He look up to me. He tell you, he like, I'm his aspiration, or I'm his, and he ain't really having no emotion like that. You fucked him? No, I ain't fucked. And then you get out. Yeah, I did. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, all these lames, or these niggas y'all call police, or these regular civilian niggas that y'all feel like ain't gangster, that just, living their little civilian life. These are the individuals that stand free. These are the individuals that's enjoying life. These are the individuals.
They the quiet one. They can fucking all these loudmouth nigga girls.
Exactly. They the ones that when we in jail,
they in jail.
I'm talking about when we was in jail, they was out here enjoying life, taking trips, getting some pussy.
The rules of the streets is if you cooperate with law enforcement and give them any information on any name other than yours, then yes, you are a rat. These are the rules of the streets. For the last 5-10 years, everywhere I seen Gucci wasn't the streets. A yacht, an exclusive birthday party, a weekend trip to Vegas where he's locked down in his suite, enjoying his friends, social media where he's signing the artist to his label. I haven't seen Gucci rolling a blunt, personally. So is Gucci still upheld to the rules of the streets? Is he a Crip? Is he a Blood? Is he a GD, a BD, a Vice Lord? Who does he hang with? I don't believe he hangs with anybody but his wife and his family. I believe he socializes and associates with his business partners and who he deems to be his friends. Listen, everybody better open their eyes up. Just because you playing the game your way, don't be the next man is not gonna play the game they way. So when we look down this checklist, is Gucci a street nigga? Or has he crossed over into being a civilian? Yeah, well, Gucci, remember, he shot and killed the dude at his house. That ain't the ways of a street nigga, that's the ways of a man. Remember, Gucci used to be, and he this, and he said this and this and that. Yeah, my father 30 plus years ago used to be a crackhead. I think it's been 1994, 26 and 6. 32 years, I have yet to see my father in the form of a crackhead. So I can get mad all I want. I can't call Robert Lee Jones Jr. a crackhead. I can call him an addict. I can call him an ex-addict, but I can't call him a crackhead today because that's not what he does. He's a pastor. You get what I'm saying? I tell you guys all the time, I don't gang bang no more. Haven't gang banged in a couple decades, bro. Plus, my street moniker used to be CK Whack, Crip Killing Whack. We didn't have to know where you was from. If you looked the part, you played the part, you had on blue, or had to identify something from that side, lame down. We don't need to know his name. We don't need to know nothing. Now, I don't give a damn if you got every color of the rainbow on. I'm gonna hit you with, how you doing, my brother? You can be Crip, Blood, straight, gay, Muslim, Christian, I don't care. As long as you extend me respect, I'm gonna extend you respect. I can give a damn where you from, where you not from. I'm coming out door and you sitting at the gas pump and you got kids in the car, you got blue chucks on, blue bandana in your pocket with a blue LA hat on. And you say, hey homie, I'm trying to get to the house. I ran out of gas, my kid's hungry. I'ma go in that store, I'ma give him $100 bill and say, fill up pump 4. Hey, homie, I just filled your vehicle up. Let me know if you need something else to get the kids something to snack on till you get to the house. I don't care where you from. I think this is the Gucci Mane side of things. I believe Gucci said, I came here to do business. I spent my time, my money. I got to pay for my security, the studio, the private jet I came in on. I had to leave the comforts of my family, leave the security of me.
Not to glorify the situation or take a side in the situation, because I love both of them guys. They both have real good crafts. Gucci being the OG, Shiesty being the youngster, you know, representing young culture, the YNs, so to speak. I don't think he was wrong for the signing, which I feel like Gucci should have signed him out the contract if he wanted, because Gucci been down that road before. But at the same time, the robbery part was wrong. Whether he had something to do with it or not, or whether his men just acted off impulse, that was the wrong part about the situation. But other than that, you know, I hope both of them guys come out unscathed. You know, Gucci reputation remain intact, and Pooh Shiesty get out of his situation. You know, it's kind of hard being on supervised release, but I don't want to see him go down that road. He got a craft. He the next one in line to be the next NBA young boy. So you know what I'm saying. So I would love to see him, you know, continue his career and just move past both of them.
Yeah. I am sure for so many, you said that, you know, you were cool with Gucci. And because of the whole So Icy record, and, you know, we finally seen Gucci and Jeezy perform this song together on stage during the verses. I'm sure that a lot of people are, you know, what is your relationship with Gucci Mane?
I mean, Gucci is he a real dude. I really can't say nothing bad about him.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you know, he went further than probably most people expected, including myself. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And he became a cultural icon. Yeah. You know, so I can't, you know, really say nothing bad about him. You know what I mean? And he brought some people in the game. It's, you know, if you look at his track record, like it's some people that came behind him because of him.
Nikki Walker, a lot of people.
That's right. Yeah.
I got a question. If Big Meech gets robbed and has to report it to the police and talk to the police about him being robbed, does that make
do that?
I
wouldn't never talk to the police about getting robbed.
Yeah, it is.
Slim, you a genius by not signing artists. Look at Gucci Mane struggle. I don't be thinking people understand my I'm glad somebody see it. I know a lot of people ain't got common sense. So how many times on here have I told y'all I'm not getting no artists because I don't want to get and end up in no stupid shit? How many times have I came on this motherfucker and say, man, you know what? I like this piece I have where I'm in safe places. I ain't got to put myself in these dangers. You get the fucking with some gangster shit gonna be happening. Is that money worth it when you already get money? Nah, man, your piece is important, man. You try to help them up and end up getting robbed is crazy. This how you gonna be, right? You gonna come in the game, you gonna say, man, you know what? I'm finna get this money. I'm gonna help everybody. When you black, everybody, first of all, it's so tough. That's why it's hard for black people to make it, right? Everybody who ain't got no money, if I give you $1 million, you gonna be broke because you got $1 million worth of shit you already need. So when you try to satisfy your $1 million shit, then try to, the next person got another $1 million worth of shit they need. So if you can't give everybody the $1 million that they need, they gonna be talking down. If you give it to one person and don't give it to all, they gonna be talking down. So it's like a trap. That's why I guess they call it the trap.
Very wise words right there from legendary Slim Thugger. If I give you $1 million, you gonna be broke. Cause you got $1 million worth of shit that you already need. That's some high level stuff right there. Guys, I'm gonna leave the content right there, but I want you to check out the sponsor of today's video. This is Kuda Kwashe. and this song is called Crazy. Check it out.
You can call me crazy if you're close enough, baby, no good underneath. Everybody out there's kinda crazy, wanna judge me over mine cause I let it run free. No.
Yeah. It took a lot of patience for the favorite result. I was a child that survived, then creative adult. Fruit tree of my labor, I made it from mulch where masses follow. Of course it would be labeled a cult. They'll see the success, but not the blood, sweat, and tears. It's comedy when I'm pouring out the love, shedding tears. Now sharp as a blade, I'm on Ginsu. They see the cuts, but they don't know the process that I went through. Starting out, it was all cakes and batter. Get deeper in it's real life, snakes and ladders. Walking on the edge, keeping my heart and head through it. How I felt, they ignored the disrespect that led to it. Savage just to let them know not to play with me. I keep it 100, reverse it, they want to take 50.
Today you learn, if you play with